Hello, my name is James. I'm with Bay Management Group. We are here to teach you the steps on how to unclog a kitchen sink. First, we're going to go over a couple of the items you can use, common items you could find at any hardware store or Walmart or any kind of place like that that doesn't require a lot of skill to use. The first thing you're going to look for is Drano. That is your obviously most common thing to unclog a drain. The next you're going to look for a little hand auger here. It's very inexpensive, about $8-9 at Walmart, but they are all hand driven. Then we have the pistol grip, which you will also use with a hand drill. This requires a little more skill, so if you're not familiar with how to use it, I recommend not. But those are the main things you will use. When it comes to a kitchen sink, there are a variety of reasons why it could be backed up. First and foremost reason is the disposal. Most homes, let's say 99% of homes, have a disposal attached to it, and therefore that could be the main reason why. What you're going to want to do is, if your sink is stopped up and there's water, standing water in the sink, you're going to want to turn the water on, and you're going to want to let the disposal run. You let it run until you hear a nice hum, there's no sound, no issues, and hopefully that clears the drain out. A lot of times when people are using their disposal or they're using their sink, food waste, things like that will get and collect in there, which will stop water from leaving the thing, and then you think you have a backup, but in reality you just need to run the disposal. If your disposal is broken, and you think it's just broken, you turn it on, you hear a clicking sound, or you get no power at all, there's a couple quick steps you'll use just to get the disposal back up and running. This is called a hex key. It comes with every single disposal you buy has one, so you might have one as a renter, there might be one underneath your sink. If not, these are available at Home Depot. Underneath the disposal, most disposals are round, have a round base. Underneath is a little hex nut. This thing fits perfectly right in the middle. What you want to do is you put it in and you crank it by hand. Basically, you're running the disposal yourself. What that will do is clear any obstructions in the disposal, allowing water to freely free out. Now, if for some reason there's no power at all, there is also next to this hex nut a little red button that is a reset button. That will reset the system and turn it on. So what you're going to do is continue to crank, hit the reset button, and then attempt to turn your disposal on again and see if that handles the issue. If for some reason those things do not handle your issue and you're still having a backup, you're going to want to try Drano. Drano is pretty self-explanatory. Directions are on the back. Quarter cup in a sink. You let it sit for usually about 2 hours. It'll try to clear out any obstruction in the pipe. If that does not work and you still have a backup, this is where it comes in. This one, little hand auger. This is a hand cranking motion. Basically how it works is, kind of think of it as a poking stick. It goes in the sink, it follows the pipe around, it bends, it goes around wherever it needs to go, and when you hit a blockage, when it hits something and you stop, you kind of gently poke at it to try to push it along and push it through the system. And that's basically how you would want to clear that out. If that is not working, and if you do not have a good familiarity with the pistol grip, which is a more advanced type of auger, I recommend not. If there's plenty of videos on YouTube about how to learn how to do it, so if you want to start to experiment and learn how to do something like that, go for it. But if you do not feel comfortable, do not. Now, after these items, if you've exhausted all of these items and there's still a drainage issue in your sink, call your local management company. They will send out a licensed professional, because beyond these measures it gets a little dicey and you do not want to create a problem that you can't get out of. So better to let the professionals handle it. This is kind of our novice tool set right here. Beyond that, call a professional and your management company will take care of it.